Welcome back. This is News Insights. Engineer Kingsley, we just heard of the news of El-Rufai son tackling Tinubu of buying new vehicles in every budget. What can you say, please?
Yes, let him tackle Tinubu because probably Tinubu didn't tackle that budget with the temperature we have in Nigeria now. Everybody is saying there's no money. Then why are you buying cars every year? Why are all the agencies buying spoons and teacup and all this every year? You know, when the leader comes out and say, oh, tighten your seatbelt, we are deregulating this, we are doing that, everybody has to buckle up. It has to start from the government themselves. It has to start from the government themselves. Federal government budget is not for only those working for government, it's for the entire Nigerians.
Exactly.
This is what they don't get. And that's why each time, I've not been an advocate of increment in labor, wages, and all that for government officials like that. Because at the end of the day, the whole money they look at does not belong to only those working for government. It belongs to the entire Nigeria. They budget to buy their teacup, they budget to buy car for themselves. Who is buying for other Nigerians who are not working in those government offices? You don't change cars every year, even in our houses. Even car manufacturers, I don't think they change their cars every year.
I'm even saying, if this money was from your own pocket, will you change car every year?
That is what they should start doing. The executive have to start thinking about this money being like their personal money. And mind you, we are buying this every year car with borrowed money. That's why you see El-Rufai son, he's speaking his mind. People might say, oh, he's trying to get attention of people. What if all the legislators try to get attention of the people? Wouldn't we be better for it?
Exactly.
The way they say, oh, he's pretending. How about all our legislators pretend? I said, we will not buy car every year. Wouldn't Nigeria be better? It's this idea of trying to discredit who is doing something right simply because you are unable to do something right. It's not going to work this time. We need to scrutinize that budget. If it is about buying cars, buying spoons, buying tires, buying bulletproof tires and all that, it's high time we ask ourselves question. Accountability and probity starts from value for money. Let me allow, as I can see, he's already thinking of what to do. Maybe he wants to support that they should increase the number of cars.
No, it is very interesting because in budgeting, I know we have what we call, the expenditure and the income. We have to say the concurrent and all that. When you're budgeting for things that are usable, you budget for them every year. Is car one of those things? Our personal car. Some of us had owned one car for 12 years. I was still using the car. There's nothing wrong. We go for maintenance. The government of the day or the government of Nigeria, they kept amusing me. They won't stop amusing Nigerians. That every year you budget for buying new car, you budget for buying new tires, you budget for buying, like you said, tissue papers, you budget to buy, okay, I agree, super will come and go, but what about fork and knife? Is it that when the people in government, after the 1 year, they take them home, and take the car home,
their houses.
So then that one is gone, then they have to
buy new ones.
I don't understand. So I think we should commend El-Rufai's son for taking the courage to speak out. Forget the fact that they have a relationship with the president that had gone sour. But whatever it takes, he's speaking the minds of Nigeria at this point. So he should be commended. The Tinubu government to go back to the drawing board, and look at the budget he even submitted, whether it is in line with the people's feeling at this point in time. I read somewhere that the Senate and this budget has even passed second reading at the Senate for just 2 days ago. Have they scrutinized the budget the way it should be scrutinized? I mean, have they looked at these details that El-Rufai son is pointing out? That we bought cars last year, this same budget has carried.
And you know the funny part of it, or really the annoying part of it? We have local car manufacturers.
Why don't they buy from
How
them?
do these cars now are cars from Innoson, Nord, all these local manufacturers who say, oh, they want to use it to stimulate the economy and also increase employment and probably earn us some foreign exchange. Because Innoson ships to Senegal and some of these African countries, they patronize them. Okay, had it been these cars are for those purposes, we will now look at the secondary effect of those purchases. Sometimes government expenditure is used to stimulate the economy. Okay, so had it been that's what they are doing, fine. You end up buying cars that do not have any assembly plant or production plant in Nigeria. If I am the commander-in-chief of Armed Forces of Nigeria, the president of Nigeria, any car that does not have assembly or production plant in Nigeria, their cars will not come in.
I know, the worst part of it.
Their cars will be here.
The worst part of it is that, like I said, is this budget of buying car, is there in any way that is going to stimulate the economy? That's one question. The second question is that, do we even have the resources? Because we hear they are borrowing so much. You want to borrow money to buy cars that you already have. So what are you doing to the Nigerian economy? Are you not crippling the economy? When you can think of other areas where you can stimulate the economy or improve on the economy, you are borrowing money to buy cars for your personal aggrandizement. Because I read somewhere that they are spending 59.something billion to buy bulletproof tires for cars. For what? This country, we are all suffering for insecurity. I also heard that over 2.2 million Nigerians were kidnapped for the past 1 year, and 650,900 something, which is equivalent to 650,000 people were killed. You have not think of how you can curb insecurity for the entire nation. You are thinking about your own protection to the detriment of the people with the taxpayers' money. Not even that the taxpayer even had the money. You are borrowing money to do that, and you cost the taxpayer to cough out money to pay up the debt. I mean, what have we done to these people?
And
have we done anything?
And what they are not thinking is that the cost of this debt is so high because of the cost of dollar that moved from 360 naira per dollar to about 1517. This happened within your time. Yeah. This should be of concern to you because now the cost of these cars has increased by times like 4, 5. Okay? So, and these cars are not being used by Nigerians. They are not like, they are mass transport buses. When they are mass transport buses to alleviate the sufferings of Nigerians in certain routes or whatever, it makes a little bit of sense, and you can't buy it every year. Engineer. But the lifespan of a car or any bus is not annual.
Engineer, let me even bust your bubble. They will buy these cars every year. They will not use them. Each time they are traveling, they are flying, they are on air, flying. Because there are no roads. This money you are budgeted to buy the car, the 59.something billion for only tires. At least it can give us some kilometers of roads, of good roads that the common man can enjoy with them. Yeah. They won't do that. Anything that the common man will enjoy, they are not their interest. Yes. They will buy the painful aspect that they will buy this car. They will not use this car. They will also go and buy private jet for themselves. So,
and when they are traveling, civil servants will be traveling and they'll be traveling on first class. Yes. And they'll be traveling on business class. Business class was meant for business people. And now, government want to share something common. They say, share to the civil servants. The government brings any policy now, maybe build mass housing.
It's for civil servants.
Civil servants, not to the mass. The government bring a subsidized car now or anything.
Civil servants.
Share to the civil servant. So other Nigerians, are they not part of Nigeria?
What have we done to these people?
Other Nigerians not working for government. So the budget of government is for government workers.
And the politicians. Is it for the
because who are those putting this budget?
Exactly.
It's the government workers and the politicians. They are working together
for themselves.
We have to hold them accountable. They are working to the engine room of the operations of the politicians and the
civil servants. So you see, it's not bad. So I think we should really commend El-Rufai for bringing it to the show. At least whether they like it or they have told all his colleagues that look, this thing is not right. Whether it is said that the majority will have their way, but the minority will have their say.
But it's on record.
It's on record that he has made his point known to the House and to the entire public that, look, oh, like he has said, this is the second time he's doing something good. He was one of those few persons, only 3% that refused the 160 million naira car bought for the elected new member. He said, no, I don't need, we don't need it. My constituency need it more. And now he's saying it again. Why should we be buying cars every year?
When your constituencies can't fit.
They don't have road and people can't go to farm.
They don't have the basic amenities they're supposed to.
You're buying cars. And not small cars they're buying, though.
Big cars. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your views with us. Thank you all for viewing. This is still News Insight. Stay tuned.